right, live from the field, Rudedogger. That's your man that knows everything. And he got something to say about taxes. First off, you got people bitching because they got to pay taxes. But yet they the same son of bitches that are sitting out there drawing off these welfare checks. What the hell do you think paying for them damn checks? Taxes. So shut your face, shut your pie hole, fill it with some cake or something. Then you got people out there that ain't paying taxes, bitching because they ain't getting nothing. Duh, go figure. Anyway, as far as taxes go, 10% across the board. Church, 10%. Millionaire, 10%. If he reinvests all of it back in the company, don't matter. You don't get to deduct that off. It's like, you made X amount of dollars this year, we want 10% of it. National debt will be paid off in 2.5 years. If you earned $100, I'm getting 10. So you see, the poor man don't stay poor, because that man is making that $100 is paying $50 in taxes. And that man is making $1 million is only paying $100 in taxes.
So you're saying that taxing 10% across the board, the government would actually be taking in more money?
You'd be helping the poor people, and you'd be bringing the richer people down off their damn pedestal.
I thought the richest people were in the highest tax brackets. I remember hearing, for example, that Bing Crosby was in a 95% bracket. He actually took home a nickel of every dollar he earned.
In brackets like that, yes, it would help. But it wouldn't matter, 10% across the board, 10% across the board. Because these people that are in this 95% tax bracket, all right, well, what's going to happen to that? I got to find my train of thought. Did you catch it?
I'm sorry, it went the other way. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, those that are in that 95% tax bracket, they turn around and make $1 million, okay? They get to take home, what, $10,000? Oh, $50,000. They take home $50,000. Okay. All right. But then they turn around, and invest. Most of the money that they get. They do get that $1 million that they got to pay that $950,000 of. Okay? When they get that $1 million, all they do is invest about $800,000 of it into something that they benefit from. And invest it like into a company or a production studio or whatever. Small enterprise business type stuff. Right? Take the loss, don't pay taxes. You don't pay taxes on that $800,000. So now Uncle Sam's only getting 95% of $200,000 instead of the $1 million that they want us to believe they're getting. We do it too. We make our money. Well, we got tools for this job, trailers for that job. We got this, we got that. We bought a new car. You get a tax break because you bought a hybrid this year. It helps cushion the blow. But you boil all the water out the pot, the little man's still paying more money than that larger man up there. So what you got to do, just slap 10% flat rate across the board. If you earn this much, you do take out the cost of earning that money, such as your payroll, the electronics that power your stores, and that sort of thing. Yes, that's a direct expense. But then once you get your net profit, then you don't take out adjustments for this contribution and that reinvestment and this stock bond policy and all this stuff. Once you get to that net, 10% of it goes to Uncle Sam. You invest what you want or what you got left. 10% of it hits his pocket.
Okay, I have a question here because there's just one part of it that's not quite clear in my mind, if I may. Okay, it's like this. Back a long time ago when I was a kid,
I'm out of beer and my low beer lights coming up.
When I was a kid, 18 or so, I think I worked at a Baskin Robbins, and I made below minimum wage, which was somehow legal, the way they pulled it off. Anyway, the thing is, I was paying 27% tax then. Now, if somebody at that low on the food chain, in terms of the economic ladder, is paying 27%, and somebody really rich is paying 95%, how is dropping everybody's taxes to 10 going to create a greater revenue to the government?
Okay. Usually most investments that are tax deductible, okay, you know, like when you put money back into the company to expand or whatever, okay, that's considered big tax deduction. That's multi-million-dollar industry every year. We're only talking about a $1 million a year income. Now with a company, you're talking multiple millions, talking multiple billions, okay? And 90% of that they reinvest into the company so they don't have to pay taxes on but 10% of it. Okay, that's what would pay the national debt off. And you said it yourself, Baskin and Robbins, minimum wage or no minimum wage, you're paying in about 27%. I bring home about 74% of my check, so I'm paying at 26%. And then at the end of the year, you know, I get to claim what few deductions I get, and I get a little piddling check back. Well, if it was 10% across the board, first off, I'd be saving 17%. And they wouldn't be able to write off 90% of what they would have to pay tax on.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Well, look,
So $10 billion, they spend $9 billion of it reinvesting into the company to expand and put that new jacuzzi in the head office of the new office in Tokyo. Okay?
Right.
And they only pay their 20% of that $1 billion. That's only $20 million. But if they got that $10 billion, had to pay 10% across the board, they get $1 billion in taxes, not $20 million. $80 million more revenue, just for that there. And the little guys like us, even if we needed to pay taxes because that was the fair thing to do, it would only be, just like them, the 10%, not 27 like it is now.
Okay, now you promised a rebuttal to certain ZTN reports recently that appeared to be pro-Democrat. I think you said something about wanting to present a more Republican viewpoint. How does what you're saying tie into that?
Well, I'm neither Republican nor Democrat. I just vote for the smaller asshole. Because in today's times, it's not who's the better man or woman. It's which one's the worst, vote for the other guy. Kind of like a little story I heard about a little town up in Indiana. They got a mayor, town mayor up there, been mayor ever since he took office. They re-elect him every year. And his sole campaign is based on this. I robbed you before, and I'll rob you again, but at least I'm honest enough to tell you about it. And they vote him mayor every year.
Any final thoughts?
That was a good one. Oh, you want to hear my thoughts? I can't tell you that one. It was a good thought, though.
Any other ones?
Good night and God bless.